Hey y'all. This is your girl Jay, and I am back. I am finally back with my very first video about me. This video is just really just gonna be about like just how I was growing up. Not gonna get into like details. However, it's just gonna be a video leading up to, you know, the real juicy stuff. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. Um anyway. So I was first of all, I was not born alone. I was born with my brother. Like, um, I do have a twin brother. We was born December 29th. And we was born in Roselle, I believe. No. We was born in Elizabeth, but we lived in Roselle, like literally like right next to my grandmother. We lived in Roselle. But throughout those years, like we did go back and forth to Virginia to visit my dad and our family down there. But my dad and my mom, they did have a trailer in Virginia. I can't remember what part of Virginia, but I know for a fact that they had a trailer in Virginia. And we used to always go down there. Now, a lot of people don't know, but me and my brother name was not supposed to be Jana and Jerry. It was supposed to be Khalil and Kalila. But my grandmother actually changed it. My grandmother changed our name to Jana and Jerry. She said because she didn't want us going to school and they was gonna tease us calling us Kill and Killer. Right, my grandmother. So anyway, so she did change our name or whatever. And I think I'm gonna say I think we lived next door to our grandmother. I think up until I want to say up until I was like up until me and my brother was like maybe 5 or 6 years old. I want to say about 5 or 6 years old, and then we moved to Elizabeth. We stayed in New Jersey, but we moved to Elizabeth. We moved on a street called Bond Street. I love that house. Like I love that house. But let me rewind when we was living in Roselle. So it was this time where first of all we had a dog. We had a dog named Champagne. And from the stories that I've heard and that was told to me, one of my sisters tried to set our dog on fire. And also one of our sisters was trying to potty train the dog like on the real toilet. But anyway, me and my brother we had some fun over there. Like if y'all ever see my brother and y'all see he got like a scar right here, like he got a scar right here. That's because he had to get stitches. So me and my brother, we used to play a lot. Like I used to lock him out the house, and he used to lock me out the house. And he got so mad one time because I locked the front door. He went to the side door. I locked the side door. He went back to the front door. I locked it again. He went to the side, but he got so pissed. He punched his arm through the window and broke the glass and split his arm. So he had to go get stitches. And let me tell y'all, my mother told me that he did not cry not one bit. Not one bit. Yeah, so um I don't remember too much in that house. I do know that we did go back and forth to Virginia. I do know that part for sure. And my dad, a lot of people probably will say I look like my mom, but some people will say I look like my dad too. We also got my dad's last name, not my mom. But anyway, so we did move on Bond Street. Um, Met this friend. She lived next door to us. She had lived next door to us. She was a nice little girl. Her mom used to, I think her mama or grandma used to always like dress her in like these bright, like pastel dresses with the ruffles at the bottoms. Like she would always dress up in dresses. And then our other next door neighbor, I think it was like maybe two brothers and like maybe three or four sisters or something like that. And my older sister, she hung out with them all the time. And I still see them to this day. I think the brother, he's married. He's married to this girl that I went to school with it too. But anyway, in that house, we lived on the second floor. Um, We lived on the second floor. I believe when we moved in that house, I believe my mom had just got married, I think. I don't know if she just got married or she got married while, like, maybe a little bit after we moved into that house, but she married this man from Nigeria. His name is Sam. And he literally like came in and he really did. Like, he loved us. He loved us. Like, I didn't call him daddy, it took some time for me to call him that, call him my dad. I used to call him stepdad or just call him Sam. But as the years went on, I did start calling him, like, call him dad, or sometimes I will call him Sam too. But anyway, um, we had fun in that house. Like, we lived, like I said, we lived on the second floor, and downstairs from us, it was this lady that lived downstairs from us with her son, and they had family that was always coming over, so we got really close with the family too. So up until this day, like, we call that we're family basically. And my sister, she always hung out with the cousin or whatever, and the niece that always came over, I got close with her too. Like, she's real cool, like real cool. And then she had like a little sister too. And but they had a big family, so it was all fun. Me and my brother, we used to be in the backyard all the time. And of course, at that time you didn't need cable and you didn't need all the stuff that we got now. Me and my brother, like, and sometimes my sister too, the second to older sister, we used to be outside, and we used to like have this little grill, and we used to put grass in there and put the berries in there like we're cooking out. And then there used to be like this long pole, and we used to climb up that long pole all the time. My mother was like, get down from there, get down from there. Like, but yeah. And I remember, like, when my sister got caught cursing outside. And I remember there used to be this store around the corner. Like, me and my brother used to go around the corner to the store. That's how I started to love Swiss rolls. My mother used to always ask for, let me tell y'all what my mother used to always ask for. My mother used to always ask for a Butterfinger, barbecue chips, and a Pepsi. And the Pepsi used to come in like the glass bottle, y'all. The glass bottle. But so that was that. We went to this school. I remember, I think my kindergarten teacher. Oh, what was my kindergarten teacher name? I can't remember my kindergarten teacher name. Um, I can't remember my kindergarten teacher name. My first grade teacher name, I think, was Miss Poppy. I think her name was Miss Poppy. My second grade teacher was Miss Haynes. My third grade teacher, I can't remember my third grade teacher name. My fourth grade teacher was Miss Mosey. Everybody thought she was so mean. And then after fourth grade, we moved from that around that area, and we moved on the street on Madison. That's when I finished fifth grade at the school around the corner from there. It was called Lafayette. I finished fifth grade over there, and then I started middle school there too. Middle school and into high school was the absolute worst for me. It was the absolute worst. Um, so fifth grade, I remember my teacher name. My teacher name was Miss Siegel. Like, that was a really fun class. Like, it was real fun. I had a lot of fun in that class. Graduated fifth grade, went on to sixth grade in the same school. So I graduated fifth grade there, and then I graduated eighth grade there too. So, um, sixth, seventh, and eighth grade was very, very hard for me. Um, I didn't have a lot of confidence. A lot of girls wanted to fight me. And I'm not going to lie, I did run home from one girl one time before. I did run home. And the reason why I ran home was because, for one, I was scared to fight because I'm not a fighter. I was scared to fight. Two, I knew I had a lot of mouth. I had a lot of mouth, and I instigated a lot. Um, three, um, I knew my mother was going to kick my ass if she found out that somebody was trying to fight me, and I was the reason for them wanting to fight me because I was talking too much. So yeah, I got called a lot of names. I got called a whole lot of names: monkey, dirty, ugly, bald head, nappy. Um, like I said, a lot of girls really did want to fight me. I did get some friends. Like, I got some friends that lived across the street from me and down the street from me, and we used to have so much fun in the summer. I have so much fun in the summer, and and What else? And I remember, I remember, I think I was in eighth grade. I met this boy. I think he moved in with his cousins. Hold on, y'all. He moved in with his cousins, and he was so cool. Like, and he was so cool. He was real, real funny. Um, and his cousins had lived like a couple houses down from us, and a couple houses down from us, and they had it was a sister and it was a sister and two brothers, and the mother, father, and the grandmother. I think the grandmother. So he moved in over there, and oh yeah, and then in the rooming house, it was this lady named Shirley. My mom was close to her, so I used to call her Aunt Shirley. You know, she had a daughter, Yvonne, whatever. So we all became close. You know, they became close to us too. And I used to go over there all the time. All the time I used to go over there and babysit Yvonne son at the time. But anyway, so um the the boy that I met in eighth grade, he was staying with his cousins. He introduced me to his cousins, and it was one boy that I really, 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 really liked. His name was Keon, and my brother had became friends with both Keon and his brother, but I had the biggest crush on Keon, like the biggest crush on Keon. And anyway, so throughout my years there, I didn't care for going to school because I didn't like school. Um, just because of how I was treated in that school. And I never wanted to tell my mother how I was treated because it was just like I could handle it on my own. And plus, it was kind of a little bit like embarrassing or whatever. And I just wanted to keep it to myself. So, anyway, I did have other friends as well. They like I said, they lived across the street from me. She was Dominican, one was black, and the other one I think she was Ecuadorian. I think I'm not sure. I can't remember. Um, but yeah, we used to always have fun. We used to be at each other's house. Well, not at my house because my mother ain't really like people in my house like that. So I used to just always be at the other friend's house. We used to always go to this pool called Fairmont Pool. We used to always go there, ride our bikes up and down the street, eat ices and sunflower seeds and stuff like that. Um, then I graduated eighth grade by the skin of my teeth because I failed all my subjects. I continuously failed all my subjects. Why? Because I didn't care. I didn't care about why I didn't care about school because it just wasn't for me. Like I didn't care if I felt like I was treated so badly. So it's like why should I care? So I did pass eighth grade, but like I said, by the skin of my teeth, I graduated and I went to high school. That summer, that summer that I graduated, oh yeah, we did go to me and my siblings, we went to this after school program, the YMCA. That was so much fun. Mind y'all, hold on, let me get to that too. My brother was always getting in trouble. My brother was always getting in trouble. Like first of all, my brother I think went to like maybe three different schools throughout his elementary years because he was that bad. I'm talking about that bad. Like he was always getting kicked out of school. But anyway, the YMCA, we had this counselor named Angelo, and we had this other counselor named Richard, and then we had this other counselor. He was dark skinned. I can't remember his name. But anyway, yo, one time we was on a bus going home, and my brother got mad because a boy was staring at him. Yo, when I say my brother got up and kicked him in the chest, when he got home, my mother fucked him up. And it was another time we was inside like the classroom at the YMCA, and one of the counselors telling him to sit down, sit down, sit down. While my brother got up and took the chair and threw it. Yeah, my brother was bad. My brother was really really bad. But anyway, the summer of eighth grade, after I graduated eighth grade that summer, I had a lot of fun. I had a whole lot of fun. Um, I didn't have a boyfriend at the time. I did have a girl that I liked. I did have a girl that I liked, and I never, ever, ever, ever got a chance to tell her. But there was a girl that I did like. But I spent a lot of my time like outside, at the pool. We went to either that pool, Fairmont Ave, or we went to this other pool. It was Anna Street Pool. We went there. And yeah, that was from baby Jana to 14-year-old Jana. I didn't get into a lot of trouble when I was younger. Around that age, I didn't get into a lot of trouble. It was just really me just wanting to fit in, wanting to belong. So it was like when I didn't receive that in school, it was just like whatever. Anyway, but yeah, you guys. So that is my growing up days from those ages. I'm gonna say ages 0 to, I'm gonna say age 3 to 3 to 14. I'm gonna say 3 to 14. 3 to 14. No, I'm gonna say 3 to 13 because I no 3 to 14. You're right, 3 to 14 because I turned 15 that December after school started. But anyway, y'all. But that is my life so far. And anyway, I really want to thank you guys for watching. I know this was a mouthful, and I knew this one was going to be pretty long. And in fact, a lot of my videos are going to be long. So I just hope you guys have the patience to watch it, and I hope I interest you enough for you to watch my videos. But like I said, this is finally I dropped my very first Beyond the Journal video. I really do hope you guys like it, and stay tuned for more. Happy Sunday. Everybody have an amazing, blessed day.